drone is a must-have for any gardener. I use this drone for visualizing future projects so I can show them to you. I'm actually thinking about making this guy part of the crew. And by the way, welcome to this episode of Our Secret Garden. Last episode was about all the projects we have done so far in the garden. This episode is going to be about the future projects that we have to do, how much time it will take us and how much it will cost us roughly, so we can get around to prioritize them. Most of the projects are behind you in this ornamental garden section of the garden. So the best way to show you that is by using our new crew member. Great video, huh? Well, using a drone is not just all fun and game. It actually makes sense, because by drawing up these flower beds and the path we walk in the garden, we can make sure to see how it feels to walk here, and if we can bring our wheelbarrow, if the paths are good enough, if they need to be changed, if the hedges will be looking good where they are. So we can get in the rooms in the garden, so to speak, and we can feel how it is. We can go around and explore them. Now I want to show you all our future projects. So this was supposed to be a short list, but it's actually not that short. So we have, I think, 28 projects we have to do, costing us a whopping, you'll see. Now let's start off. Here we have the red beam flower bed. That's almost done, so this doesn't count. The next project here is the orange flower bed, orange beam flower bed. Not so done. So that's project number 1. Besides that, we have the yellow flower bed, yellow flower beam. That's also not that done, so project number 2. Here we are standing on project number 3, is these pathways going around this quarter of a circle, and there are 2 of those, so we are at a total of 4 projects. So if we walk down this way, we have the next project. One of those is this big pathway leading down this way. That's project number 5. On each side here we have 2 big flower beds which are going to contain some special palms, and you'll see that in a later episode. Right there we have another project standing on. We need to make a small round grass lawn here. Also here we would like to make yew tree hedges at around 2 meters high. So that's also a project. So in this inner circle, in the grass lawn, I want to make a sandstone circle to outline or inline, whatever you call it, this yew tree hedge. So that's also a project. Moving on this way, down this pathway, we can go up here and you can see this one is split in 4. So here we have 4 new flower beds. So that's also 4 projects. Moving in here. When the camera is ready, of course. This is also one of the big projects, as this is going to be the project that is most likely going to cost us the much. If you say it like that, I don't know. Here we would like to build a greenhouse inside here, or an orangery. I'm not sure if you call it that in English, but never mind, you get the picture. So in here, you can walk in here, and here we will have some exotic plants we would like to have inside here. On this side of the orangery, we would like to build a koi pond. The idea is to go out here over a bridge and have the koi pond on each side. So I'm not sure if that's possible, but I hope so. Of course, if we need to manage all this, we will have to extend our pipeline system so we can water this part of the garden. That's also a project. Down here you can see we have not clearly decided what to do here yet, but in that room, in this garden, I want to make a compost, and I want to make it a pretty circle. So that's not 2 words you often hear together, compost and pretty. We'll see if we can manage. On the outline here we have a big triangle, and also that's a project to get those hedges up there. Beside the orangery, around the orangery, we want to make a green lawn, sort of going in a half circle. So that's also a project. So I think that was 20 or 21. Anyway, let's move on. And here we have some small flower beds. We have to make those with box hedges as well. And also here we have another small flower bed. On this line here we have to make the fence. So I bought that already, but also I need to put it up. Don't say anything. I have 2 more for you. On this side of the fence we also want to make a flower bed, and we have to make this entrance. That's just 1 project. Don't be lazy. So also we have to put up some sort of rainwater collection system that will run in here. So that's another project. Yes, so I thought I could leave out this project, but I can't. Here we want to install a lean-to greenhouse. We already bought it, so now I just have to put it up. Only a fool doesn't fear that task. Let's move on quickly. So here we are for the last 2 projects. Those are actually not in the ornamental garden, but in another side of the garden. Here I want to show you 1 bed here. We would like to make asparagus or artichoke path here. So that's 1 project, and the project over here you can see is quite a mess, and here we want to make a herb tree garden. What that's all about, I'll tell you later. So I actually forgot 1 project that I unfortunately already told you about, and that's the garage, organizing all your equipment. But I have a pro tip for you to get it to go away. Now watch this. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. There you go. Project done. So that was all 28 projects that we have to do. If I calculate this correctly, we are going to spend 52,950 euros to build it and 560 hours. So we have to get around to prioritize these projects and also maybe see if we can make them a bit less expensive. I think the woman behind the camera would like that. So, before we end this episode, I want to quickly give you a book recommendation. And I'm showing this on an iPad because I bought the Kindle version, which is only a few dollars, I think. So I like this book because it shows you that garden is not always fun and games. It's not always win, 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 which most garden books is actually about. This book will tell you honestly how it will be to be a gardener and how to have projects like this. I just want to quickly read what it says. This book is about how one man nearly lost his sanity, spent a fortune, and endured an existential crisis in the quest for the perfect garden. I fear that is some sort of prophecy. See you in the next episode.